Bar has been set high yet again for the nation's top revenue-generating agency. And this time, a ramped-up scheme to round up business owners remiss in their duties is in the works to help achieve the desired end. In particular, those in the fish-growing business and those selling bogus smokes. PTV correspondent Pauline Requesto dwells on a lofty number of a shade over $2 trillion as the BIR's goal for this year in her report.
The Bureau of Internal Revenue intends to raise at least 2.3 trillion pesos in taxes for 2019. The BIR bared its revenue target during its tax collection campaign kickoff. BIR Commissioner Cesar Dulay noted that meeting the target will not be easy, especially with tax evaders hurting the economy.
It's difficult, but the difficulty will not stop us from exerting all our efforts to go for the goal, because that's important for the economy.
Last year, BIR targeted a tax collection of 2.04 trillion pesos but was only able to hit 1.96 trillion pesos or 96% of its goal. Dulay noted how some unimplemented aspects of the first package of the tax reform program might have contributed to the shortfall.
There are certain projections there which were not yet in place, like yung fuel marking. When all of these are in place, I'm sure we will hit our collection goals as projected under the trade law.
Nonetheless, Finance Secretary Carlos Dominguez described the collection as good. To meet its 2019 target, the BIR vowed to be unrelentless in going after tax evaders. Dulay said evaders come from different sectors, but noted that the Bureau will look into fish pond operators.
Kailangan tignan namin yan kasi we feel na we are not getting them into the tax net properly.
Meanwhile, Dominguez reiterated the government's goal to bust illicit cigarette manufacturers. A strike team has been formed to seize unregistered cigarette-making machines and various brands of counterfeit and bootleg tobacco products.
Under the Duterte administration, illicit cigarette manufacturing will not be tolerated and tax evaders will be hounded ceaselessly.
Dominguez ultimately noted and lamented the best tax collection scheme is when the public or the individual taxpayer promptly shows up and pays his or her proper dues to the government.
We expect taxpayers to pay their taxes promptly and properly in the same way that they expect us to spend every peso that the Bureau collects in investments that would help make growth truly inclusive for every Filipino.
Pauline Requesto for The Nation.
Beyond the headlines,
It's news with a different perspective.
before the day ends,
For events that shape our views and impacts the world around us.
we keep you up to speed.
With Richmond Cruz and Charms Espina. PTV News Headlines. Your comprehensive nightly news source. Only here.